E G
Y
P
T
exclamation point.
Egypt!
A pleasant day, IS-110, and especially to you, Miss Morens. Today, we are going to present to you our country, which is Egypt, and it is located in the continent of Africa. Okay, so first, let's talk about the culture of the two countries, Philippines and Egypt. First is the language. The language of the Philippines are mostly Filipino and English, while the Egyptians use Arabic language. They use Arabic language because they were influenced by the Muslims during the 7th century. Next is the religion of both countries. The Philippines have the Roman Catholic religion, while Egypt has the Islamic religion. They were influenced by the Muslims from Libya that went to Egypt, and therefore they made the Muslim conquest. And then the Roman Catholic was influenced by us from the Spaniards. Now let's talk about the food. The Philippines have adobo, sinigang, and kare-kare, while Egypt has full medames, kushari, and mulukhia. Full medames, or simply full, is a dish of cooked fava beans served with vegetable oil, cumin, and optionally with chopped parsley, garlic, onion, lemon juice, chili pepper, and other vegetable, herbs, and spice ingredients. Next is the kushari. It is an Egyptian dish originally made in the 19th century, made of rice, macaroni, and lentils mixed together. And last is the mulukhia. It is the leaves of Quercus olitorius, commonly known as the Arab's mallow, nalta jute or tosa jute. It is used as vegetable, and it is popular in the Middle East, East African, and North African countries.
So next, I will be discussing about the musical instrument of Philippines and Egypt. So first, this is the kutiapi. Kutiapi or kudyapi is a Philippine three-stringed fretted bow lute. It is the only string instrument among the Palawano people and one of several among other groups such as Maranao and Manobo. It is 4-6 feet long with 9 frets made of hardened beeswax. So next, we have the laud. It is a plectrum plucked chordophone from Spain, played also in diaspora countries such as Cuba in the Philippines. It belongs to the Citern family of instruments. The Spanish and Cuban instruments have 6 double courses in unison. The Philippine instrument has 14 strings with some courses singled or tripled. And then next, we have the bunduria. This one. The bunduria is plucked chordophone from Spain, similar to the mandolin primarily used in Spanish folk music, but also found in former Spanish colonies. So next, in the Egypt, we have the sistrum. Sistrum is a musical instrument of the Egypt percussion family, chiefly associated with ancient Egypt. It consists of handle and U-shaped metal frame, made of brass or bronze and between 30 and 76 centimeter in width. So next again, this is riq. The riq is a type of tambourine used as a traditional instrument in Arabic music. It is an important instrument in both folk and classical music throughout the Arabic-speaking world. It traditionally has a wooden frame, jingles, and a thin, translucent head made of fish or goat skin. So last, we have the mazhar. The mazhar is a large, heavy tambourine used in Arabic music. The mazhar frames is generally made out of wood. It is a single head, considerably thicker than the riq. Its smaller cousin Some drums have brass zills that are about 10 to 13 centimeters in diameter. This may be played with a shaking technique. So, next, reporter. So next, I will be tackling about the dance of Philippines and Egypt. So first, in the Philippines, we have the Carinosa. So, Gerald, can you do it for me? Thank you for that wonderful performance, Gerald. Now, we have the tinikling. Gerald, can you do it for me? Thank you for that wonderful performance, Gerald. So now let's move on to our Egypt dances. So we have the baladi or the belly dancing. So belly dance is also referred to as Arabic dance. Is an Arabic expressive dance which originated in Egypt, of course, and that emphasizes complex movements of the torso. It has also evolved to take many different forms depending on the country and region, both in the costume and dance style. So, Gerald, can you perform this to us?
So for the songs, the national song of Philippines is Lupang Hinirang. And for Egypt is called Biladi. Biladi. The lyrics were written by Muhammad Yunus Al-Qadi and Said Darwish, composed the music and maintained close ties with early leaders of the national movement for independence in Egypt, such as Mustafa Kemal. In fact, the chorus of Egypt's national anthem was derived from one of Kemal's most famous speeches. For sports, the national sport of Philippines is arnis, and for Egypt is football. Football is the main sport in Egypt. Egyptians gather around to watch various Egyptian clubs, and the Egyptian national football team play almost on a daily basis.
Now for the national costume of the Philippines, the men wear a barong Tagalog while the Filipinos wear a Filipiniana and the Barot Saya. While the Egyptian men wear a galibaya and a serual, and the Egyptian female wear a seblek, yelek, and jube. Next, for the traditions, and examples of the Filipino traditions are pagmamano, using po and opo, bayanihan, harana, and fiesta. While example of Egyptian traditions are the shahit mulukia, or the mulukia gasp, wherein they gasp in the food before eating as a sign of respect. And they bury a whistle under their doorstep for wealth.
For the holidays and ceremonies, in the Philippines, we have Araw ng Kagitingan, Bonifacio Day, and Nino Aquino Day. These are unique holidays in the Philippines because it celebrates certain events and famous heroes and bayanis here in the Philippines. And for Egypt, we have Sham El Nessim, or Spring Festival, where they celebrate the beginning of spring by doing picnic, parade, and other stuff that relates to spring. And Ramadan for the religious people, where they pray all day and fast at the morning. And for Coptic Christmas Day is where they celebrate the previous religion, which is the Coptic, and that's it. For the weird beliefs, here in the Philippines, we have the lottery number dream. This pertains to when you dreamt of certain set of numbers, it means that it may have a chance to be the lottery number for that day. And falling spoon and fork pertains to when a fork falls to the ground, it means that there's a male visitor, or spoon for female. And balik-hakbang pertains to when a person is lying down and you accidentally or make hakbang to that to that person. It means that he or she won't grow taller anymore. So you need to make balik-hakbang. Konyo. And for Egypt, we have beware of the black crow, because black crow is a sign of bad luck. And throwing salt on your shoulders means that when you accidentally spill salt, it means that it is bad luck. To reverse that, you need to throw salt on your shoulder. And last, upside down flip-flops means that it will bring bad luck to the house.
Fun fact, did you know that Roy de Villalobos named the islands of Leyte and Samar, Filipinas, after King Philip II of Spain during his expedition back in 1542? For Egypt, these hieroglyphs were used for religious literature, written papyrus and wood. They are considered sacred and also referred to as holy writing by the Egyptians. Some of the famous landmarks in the Philippines are Boracay and the Chocolate Hills. Boracay is known for its resorts and beaches. It was closed back in 2018 for 6 months when President Rodrigo Duterte ordered a cleanup drive to rehabilitate the island. Found in Bohol Province, the hills are covered in grass but turn brown during the dry season, hence its name, the Chocolate Hills.
E G
Y.
P
T.
exclamation point.
AJ!